Hello everyone, this is Dr. Shamsuddin Ahmed, uh, adjunct faculty for law 434, fiscal laws of Bangladesh including customs and VAT. I welcome you all to this class. Since because of the COVID situation, we are not in a position to take face-to-face classes. So the university has arranged online classes, mainly pre-recorded videos and materials to be uploaded on the box for the students. This subject, it is called Fiscal Laws of Bangladesh, including VAT and customs. I will be with you throughout the trimester to discuss some fascinating issues regarding taxes, regarding the fiscal administration, tax administration, direct and indirect tax administration in Bangladesh. This subject is particularly important for the students nowadays because taxation issues are now gaining ground worldwide, including the developing countries. So, given the importance of the subject, the universities worldwide and also in Bangladesh, they are offering this subject as one of the important subjects of law. Also, this belongs to the Commerce Department as well, but basically the income tax law or the VAT, direct and indirect tax, they are law. So the law department also offers this subject in their for the students. Now, let me first of all tell you that this subject is a technical subject, not like other subjects, other law subjects like contract, like evidence, like CPC, CRPC, BPC, and others. It's a technical because it is a very much changing subjects. There are a lot of changes in the taxation laws every year and around the year, so which makes it very difficult to keep track of all the changes made in the taxation laws. From that point of view, it is very complicated to grasp. It's not because that the language of the law is complicated, but the thing is that it is very changing. It's not a static law subject. However, throughout the trimester, I will be with you to help you out of the complications rising out of these taxation laws. Now, this is the introductory class today. Introductory class. This class, as per the rule of the university, this class, I'll try to make the videos 15 minutes each. So for first class, maybe there will be 3 or 4 videos. As you know, this is the introductory video. You have to listen to the video time and again so that you can understand, you can grasp the basic issues of taxation law. Now, first of all, I'll not waste any more time. I again welcome you to this subject, Law 434, Fiscal Laws of Bangladesh, including customs and VAT. Taxation is very important. Taxation, what is taxation? What is taxes? Taxation is very important from the perspective that, say for example, your father is the head of the family, so he does something and he earns money to run his family. He earns money and he distributes the money to the members of the family as per the needs of the family members. For example, you go to the university or college, you need tuition fee, so your father gives you the tuition fee. So you need to purchase groceries, you need to keep the pay the house rent, you need to pay for your sister's school fees. So all the expenditures are met by your father. Now, what does your father get the money from? Your father gets the money from his profession, so he has income. So please take note of the word that is called income. Income means what comes in. Income means what comes in your hand in terms of monetary value, what comes in your hand. So your father has income. After he derives his income, he gets his income, he will distribute the money, or he distributes the money among the members of his family, and he defrays the expenses. Likewise, government needs income. Why government needs income? Government has to spend a lot of money for development works, for sectors like health, infrastructure, education, defense. For all these sectors, government has to spend money. So government needs source of income. Now, what does the government get money from? The government gets money from taxation. So taxation is one of the important sources of income for the government. Income in terms of government earning, it is called revenue for the government. It means that the income for the government. Government has some other revenues, some other sources of deriving income, but taxation is one of the sources of income. Taxation means whenever people are asked to pay some money from their income to the government, and people are asked to pay some money on their consumption, then those offerings or those payments are called taxes. So this remains one of the important sources of income or revenue for the government. Now, as you say that you will find the one uploaded document, the PowerPoint presentations on the box. You will go through this one. You will find that taxes are unilateral payments by citizens to its government for which there is no quid pro quo. Quid pro quo means something in exchange of something. In modern day nation states, taxes are imposed on the basis of rule of equity, and that the rule may be the principle of ability to pay taxes. The best method to determine the principle of ability to pay taxes is the income and consumption of a citizen. So citizens have income and they consume, they have consumption, so government imposes tax on their income and their consumption. Taxes are not new in the world. Taxes are as old as the civilization itself it is. For example, taxes are endogenous with the human civilization. Existence of taxes was found in Egypt before 2500 BC. So government does all the economic activities, development activities for the state or for the citizens by the money it raises from its citizens on their income and their consumption. So we have to know how the government imposes tax. The government does have some legal mechanisms. Government has laws through which the government imposes and collects tax from the citizen on their income and on their consumption. Taxes are of two types, as you will find it. Taxes are of two types. For example, one is direct tax, another is indirect tax. Direct tax means whatever you pay directly to the government. For example, you earn income, you get salary, you do business, you earn income, and you pay to the government a portion of that income to the government as taxes. So you directly pay the tax to the government treasury. So that is called direct tax. For example, income tax, gift tax, travel tax. These types of taxes are directly paid to the government treasury. So these are called the direct taxes. Another type of tax is called indirect tax. Indirect tax is that which tax you don't pay directly to the government treasury, but someone else on your behalf pays the tax to the government treasury. Someone else collects the tax from you or from the consumers, and they pay tax to the government treasury. For example, value-added tax, VAT. So whenever you buy something from the shop, for example, you buy KFC or you buy pizzas. So whenever you pay the money bill to the pizzeria or to the KFC shop, then they will issue you a voucher which includes 15% VAT. That means the value added tax. You pay tax on your consumption. That is, consumption means that you are eating your fried chicken, you are eating your pizza, so you are consuming something, you are paying tax on that consumption, 15%. So if you buy a pizza, for example, a fried chicken, for example, 100 taka, so you pay 15% value added tax on that. So 15% comes 15 taka, so you pay altogether 115 taka to the shopkeeper. Now shopkeeper will issue you the voucher, and he will keep 100 taka, and the 15 taka he will pay to the government treasury as taxes. So since you are not paying directly the tax to the government treasury, the shopkeeper is collecting the tax from you, and the shopkeeper is paying the tax directly by itself to the government treasury. So this is called indirect tax. It means that, in another term, it says that in which case you cannot shift the burden of paying tax, it is called direct tax. And in case where you can shift the burden of tax to the consumers or to other people, then in that case it is called indirect tax. So we'll be, throughout the trimester, we'll be learning, studying direct tax and indirect tax. Interesting to note that among the two types of taxes, direct and indirect taxes, the main focus will be on the direct taxes. Direct taxes, as I told you, that income tax, gift tax, and travel tax. Indirect tax occupies a little place in our discussion because indirect tax is not that much of a complicated issue, but direct tax, I mean income tax, is very much complicated issue. So we have to 90% of our time will be concentrated on the income tax. So government collects taxes from the people, income tax from the people through law. So we'll be studying income tax law. That is, the income tax law is called the Income Tax Manual, Income Tax Ordinance 1984. Income tax part 1, this is called part 1, Income Tax Manual 1984, and that is called Income Tax Manual part 2, that contains the rules. So part 1 contains the substantive law, the sections and schedules, and part 2 contains the rules. You will find all these Income Tax Ordinance 1984 part 1 and part 2 from the website. So if you go to the National Board of Revenue website, www.nbrbd.org, if you go to that website, then you will find the books, Income Tax Ordinance Part 1, Income Tax Ordinance 1984 Part 1, and Income Tax Manual Part 2. You will also find the indirect taxes laws, for example, value-added tax and customs and excise tax. You will find all these laws on the National Board of Revenue websites, and other materials as and when necessary. I will mention, I will upload, I will provide the link so that you can take help of the materials, uploaded materials. And you can go to the link and you can explore the materials, and then you can grasp the basic ideas of the fiscal laws of Bangladesh. Now, here I end this video. This is for a 15 minutes video. Then I will start again. That will also be introductory video, video number 2. So hope to see you then. Please feel free to contact me and send me messages. I'll be giving you my email address and other necessary links so that you can contact me. I hope to see you in the second video. Until then, goodbye. Take care.